Hey guys, it is November 11th, 2020. We are going to continue our practicing of multiplication by two digit with our standard algorithm. Today is day 3 on it, and the first day we gave the standard 5 steps to go through, and then yesterday I gave you the family steps to go through. And here is another way of looking at it, the ones that we're about to see. So have your journals ready to go. Have yourselves on a new clean page, and that way you can write down and practice as we go through these processes. Again, this is just another way. If you feel comfortable with the steps that I've given you from before, whatever way works for you. Okay, so here's the new steps. The first step is multiply the ones place in the bottom number with every digit on top. So basically it's just the same things where we go 3 times 7, which is 21, and 6 times 3, which is 18, plus 2, which is your 20, which is that first step that's in red. Your number 2, it says tic-tac-toe, cross out the carries across the ones place in the bottom number and put a 0 in the ones starting the next answer. So crisscross your 3 in the ones place and any number that is used above for regrouping. And then we drop down our 0 for our purple crisscross tic-tac-toe. Your step 3 is to multiply your tens place in the bottom number with every digit on top, like we've done before. So we would go 2 times 7, which is 14. You regroup and carry the 1. Then 2 times 6, which is 13. You add 1 for 3. Then your step 4 would be add the 2 lines of work for a final answer. For example, 201 plus 1,340 is 1,541. So this is just another way to go through it. This is a smaller condensed form. Remember, carries get placed above the next column, and save the comma for your final answer all the time. All right, so let's go through one step by step. Step 1, multiply the ones place in the bottom number with every digit on top. So the first part is 3 times 8, which is 24. Regroup and carry your 2. Just follow as I go through this. Then we're going to multiply 9 times 3, which is 27 plus 2 for 29. Next part, tic-tac-toe, where you X out your 3, X out the 2 and regroup and carry a 0 down to the bottom. So tic-tac-toe, X's and O's, drop down your O. Here's another one. Multiply the tens place at the bottom with every digit on the top. So we are going to go 4 times 8, which is 32. And then 4 times 9 is 36, plus 3, 39. Last and final step is you add up all the lines. So you add 4 plus 0, 4. 9 plus 2 is 11. Regroup and carry. Then you have 9 plus 2, which is 11, plus 1 is 12, regroup and carry. And then you have 3 plus 1, which is 4, and you place in your comma final answer, and you are finished. Okay. Now, let's have you try. Write down 26 times 37 and use whatever process step you feel comfortable with to find the final answer. And then we will go through the steps. Remember, your 7 is your first. You multiply everything on top first, and then your bottom one is here. Make sure you pause the video, try to do the work on your own, and then check your work. Okay, did your first round look like this? 26 times 7 is 182. Did you tic-tac-toe? XX and add your 0. Then second round, which is 3 times 6 and 3 times 2. Did it look like this? 3 times 6 is 18, carry your 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And then you add for 962, and there is no comma. Okay, let's practice another one. Write down 49 times 58. Try to go through all the process steps on your own. So pause the video, try to work it out, and then as we go through, check to make sure. Remember, you're multiplying everything by 8 first. Okay, check your first round. 9 times 8, 72. 4 times 8, 32. Plus 7 is 39. Step 2, XX and add your O. Step 3, you should have 5 times 9, 45. Carry the 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Carry your 4. And last step, add them up. You should have 2,842. Let's try another one. Okay. Now, you're going to go through the same steps. 53 times 85. Remember, you can use the all in the family, you can do your traditional 5 steps, or you can go through with a smaller condensed form of today's, which is your 4 steps. Step 1, 53 times 5. Step 2, XXO. Mark out everything. Step 3, multiply 5. 53 times 8. And then step 4, add everything, including your comma. Your answer should look something like this. 53 times 5 is 265. 8 times 53 is 424. We added that 0 for 4,024. When you added them up, 4,505 is your final answer. Okay, now it's your turn. The following problems, there are 8 of them that you are going to do. You are going to turn it in onto your Google Slides, those of you that are at home. The first 2, 64 times 47 and 90 times 43, we are going to go over in class. So if you are not feeling 100% confident on these first 2, do them and then check back in with us there in class to make sure you're doing it correct. And then you will continue on with the following 6 on your own. So you will have 8 of them that you do all the way through. And once you get finished, you will head on to Education Galaxy. You will click on Education Galaxy instead of Liftoff, My Study Plan, and 4.4B, 4.4C, and 4.4D all need to have at least a minimum of 2 stars beside them. So start back at 4.4B if you haven't finished that one and move on to the other ones. You have to have 2 stars minimum before I want you to move on to the next one. And that is it for today. That was really fast, but it is what we have going for today. And remember, it is our last day of the multiplication. So make sure you take your time on all of these questions. Go back, review, and I will see you on these questions right here for 1 and number 2. And they are on your Google Slides. You'll have to write the work in your journals and then answer your questions on the Google Slides. And I'll see you then.